My name is Javier, and I am defending the Braconid wasp, Catesia congregata.
Hi, my name is Annabelle, and I am defending the Nabis americoferus, more commonly known as the damsel bug. The topic that we're debating today is whether the braconid wasp or the damsel bug is more beneficial one.
The Braconid wasp is a very large insect family that has over 20,000 different species in its family. These insects make up the second largest family in their order, as they are abundant in many different places all over the world, including the Americas, Europe, and Africa. And many of the species in this family are yet to be identified. These wasps belong to the order Hymenoptera, which means that they will go through a full metamorphosis throughout their life cycle. Braconid wasps are small in size, measuring no longer than 1.5 inches as adults, and they are usually black or dark brown colored. These insects are not harmful to humans at all, as many may think when they hear the word wasp. In fact, Braconid wasps are some of the most beneficial insects to humans, especially when it comes down to our gardens. Braconid wasps are parasitoids, meaning that they will kill their host. According to former Texas A&M student Betty Gray, Braconid wasps will lay their eggs in insects which harm our gardens, like the tomato hornworm, Manduca quinquemaculata. Once the wasp eggs hatch, the larvae will work their way out of the hornworm, eating it alive from the inside, and spin their cocoons as they begin pupating and later emerge as adults. Although it might seem like your garden is in trouble when you spot a hornworm that's been parasitized, this is actually a really good sign, as the pests are spreading their demise and being taken care of at no cost. Remember, this is really good and there is no need to call pest control.
The damsel bug belongs to the order Hemiptera and the family Navidae, which has over 500 different species. These insects undergo simple metamorphosis like other members in the order Hemiptera, and during the nymph stage of their life, they are wingless. To become full adults, damsel bugs molt and develop wings. They have long legs and long, slender bodies, and most damsel bugs are tan colored. Typically, they are close to half an inch in length and they have piercing, sucking mouth parts that help them feed on their prey. Their long, spiny front legs are especially important to helping with the capture of other insects that they feed on. In fact, the damsel bug is a natural predator to many pests found in gardens or around crop fields, making them extremely beneficial insects. They commonly live in cotton or soybean crop fields, as well as gardens and orchards. They feed on other insects to provide themselves with food and nutrients, and they also eliminate pests at the same time. More specifically, this insect preys on some different varieties of pests, and these include corn earworms, aphids, moths, caterpillar eggs, and soybean loopers. Although damsel bugs look like many scary assassin bugs, they are not dangerous to humans, and they help reduce damage to crop yields and garden plants. They are important for farmers and just the common everyday gardener. They are important to keeping the natural balance of the environment by eliminating a variety of economically and naturally destructive insects. They benefit the people whose gardens or fields they live in this way. This is why I believe that the damsel bug is more beneficial than other insects. They have a wide variety of pests that they eliminate, and they work really hard to do this.
Even if damsel bugs target more pests locally, the Braconid wasp helps us on a worldwide scale. Although it was only previously mentioned that Braconid wasps attack tomato hornworms as one of their main host species, that is not their only victim. It is more commonly known for Braconid wasps to attack the tomato hornworm in the United States, but the Braconidae family is all over the world, attacking many pest species that damage vegetation. According to a study conducted by Wang and others, they mention how Braconidae family insects are one of the main parasitoids to the olive fruit fly in Africa. In another study conducted by Ritland and others, the results lead them to believe that insects from the Braconidae family can potentially become natural biological controls for vegetable leaf miner in the near future. Braconid wasps seem to be great control agents for pests not only in our gardens, but in gardens all over the world.
While both Braconid wasps and damsel bugs are natural predators of pests in gardens and help with reducing damage to plants, the damsel bug is also a key player when it comes to controlling the population of pests in crop fields. A study conducted by Brahman and Jurgen at the University of Kentucky compared three different species of nabids, including Nabis americophorus, and their relative abundance on alfalfa and soybean crops. The results from the study showed that Nabis americophorus had the largest populations on alfalfa plants compared to other members of its family, and that these insects were present on soybean crops as well. Considering that alfalfa is one of the most valuable field crops in the United States, the presence of damsel bugs on these crops is economically important by helping farmers increase their crop yield. In addition to this, the study revealed that Nabis americophorus was the most effective insect in the study for reducing pest populations in alfalfa plants, and they serve as biological control agents by protecting both alfalfa and soybean crops and consuming pests that target these crops.
Damsel bugs are definitely very important to us and our economy, and it's great to see them thriving against pests that would kill our crops. However, the Braconid wasp definitely has a lot of work to do locally as well. According to the University of Maryland, Braconid wasps are some of the most important insects when it comes to aphid control. Aphids are small insects that will feed on tree sap and leaves and reproduce quickly and without mating. Aphids are clearly a big problem as they can cause a lot of damage in a short amount of time. Braconid wasps are parasitoids to dozens of caterpillar species, and this is great because Braconid wasps are attracted to caterpillars eating leaves, more particularly the smell they produce. Due to this, Braconid wasps are able to find these species that damage our environment and economy quickly and parasite them. On a good summer day, female Braconid wasps will be able to lay over well over 100 eggs, stopping the spread of pests in a timely manner.
In addition to Braconid wasps, damsel bugs prey on aphids and caterpillars. They often feed on the eggs of pea aphids, caterpillars, leafhoppers, and lygus bugs, killing these pests before they even hatch from the egg. Research that explores the role of damsel bugs as generalist predators has shown that these insects have a high rate of consumption of their prey, and this indicates that they do not have to travel far to find their prey. In fact, one study showed that damsel bugs were able to eliminate 20% of harmful species over 1 acre of land in 24 hours. To put this shortly, the damsel bug needs to feed on these species at a relatively high rate in order to survive and reproduce, making them even more efficient as agents of control. In fact, many gardeners have created blogs or made posts with tips and tricks to help damsel bugs thrive at high rates in their gardens. Both professional entomologists and everyday growers indicate that this insect is highly beneficial and they are frequently looking for ways to help the population of damsel bugs flourish in the natural environment.
It's clear that both of our insects are extremely beneficial to us and all humans, but I think the Braconid wasp helps us a bit more than the damsel bug does. The Braconid wasp has a huge range of hosts and a vast amount of homes. It is found almost everywhere in the world, and it has also been known to be imported into countries where it isn't found to help reduce the number of pests present. Braconid wasps have many different hosts depending on the location they are in. But one thing is clear, they help us save a lot of money. Not only do Braconid wasps save money losses by killing a vast number of pests that would otherwise eat our plants and produce, but they also do it for free. As previously mentioned, Braconid wasps have appeared in lots of different research. This is for several reasons, such as finding the main parasitoid to a certain species in a specific area, seeing its impact on a specific area, or even seeing its potential as a future parasitoid in an area where it isn't found yet. This last reason is why Braconid wasps have more recently been imported into countries that don't have many or effective parasitoid insects. Braconid wasps are very important to study as they can tell us so much about an environment. We can learn more about nature and help protect it, while also helping ourselves and saving a lot of money that would otherwise be lost by losing a lot of produce. Not only would money be lost otherwise, but many people are also dependent on the money that they make growing produce. And a lot of people also use their own produce to feed their families. If we limited the research on Braconid wasps, we would lack the knowledge that has helped us thrive this efficiently thus far.
The damsel bug and the Braconid wasp are two beneficial insects. However, the damsel bug is especially important to both plants and the economy. This insect preys on an expansive variety of insects that are harmful to plants and important crops in the United States. For example, the green clover worm feeds on soybean crops and destroys them, but the damsel bug can help preserve these crops by feeding on populations of green clover worms. As previously mentioned in this argument, the corn earworm is another species that the damsel bug targets as prey. This insect is also called the tomato hornworm, and some consider it to be the most expensive and destructive pest in North America. Some crops that this pest goes after are corn, tomatoes, melons, lettuce, potatoes, and many other vegetables. And these are just some crops, as this pest also goes after cotton, flax, oats, rice, sugarcane, tobacco, and more. These staple crops are part of everyday essential items that can be found in grocery stores and clothing stores, and they are of extreme importance to the United States economy. The damsel bug helps with economic growth by increasing production of these staples, and in return, human society is supplied with more essential crops. The produce that people eat every day could very well have been protected from destruction by corn earworms, and this is owed partly to the damsel bug. Additionally, this is just one of many pests that the damsel bug goes after, while it also goes after numerous others that negatively impact gardens, orchards, and fields. It is safe to say that the small damsel bug has a much greater impact on human society than one would think, and that's what makes it one of nature's best kept secret weapons. Whether you're picking up some produce from the store or a new cotton t shirt, the damsel bug helps protect all of these commodities. Research with the damsel bug has focused on its use to control populations of harmful pests, and this can provide solutions to pest management of crops. Furthermore, research has also focused on methods that people can use to help these bugs survive and create larger populations. So it's clear that people are not wanting to get rid of these insects. If you ask an entomologist or a gardener about the damsel bug, they are most likely going to tell you to protect this insect and help it grow and reproduce as much as possible.